Something wrong, Donna?
Everything. The garbage disposal won't dispose, the vacuum cleaner won't vacuum, the trash compactor won't compact.
Not that it'll do much good, but I'll look at them later.
Peter, it's been a whole week. I don't know how people do it without domestic help. Vacuuming and dusting and cleaning. Oh, I can't take it.
You're doing fine, Donna. I think the party went very well.
Well, at least nobody caught on. I hope.
No, they didn't. But I don't know how much longer we can maintain this little charade.
We'll do it as long as we have to.
That's all well and good in the winter, Donna, but what happens when the spring comes? I mean, that estate alone will take a fortune to maintain. Unless you expect me to go out and mow 500 acres by myself.
Peter, don't make light of our tragedy.
I am not. We simply have to remember reality.
Peter's absolutely right. And the reality is we have to get some money coming in. So I decided to get a job.
What?
You heard me.
Absolutely not. I forbid it.
You can't, Donna. I'm not going to argue with you about this. I'm going to get a job.
I wish you would have come to me about Willa.
Why?
Because maybe I could have helped.
There's no helping Willa. She was a good kid, but she was one of those people.
Sort of lost.
You know, I think she figured all along that she'd end up like this. I guess I knew it, too.
Oh, it's so sad.
I wish I could have done more for her.
Catlin, you did the best you could.
When she came to me, she was scared. She wanted money, so I gave her money to get out of town.
What more could you do?
I don't know. I just wish the whole thing had never come up. She's a part of my past that I don't want dredged up again.
Look, I'm sorry. You don't have to get into it. I just came by to see if you were okay.
I know. I appreciate that. I guess Larry filled you in on everything, huh?
I haven't even talked to Larry, Catlin.
Who'd you hear it from?
You're going to find out anyway. It's all over the morning papers.
Sally.
Catlin. Is that the girl you saw him with at Smiley's that night?
Yeah. He said he used to know her in Wyoming. He thought she was in some kind of trouble, too.
That's what's her name? Willa? She OD'd?
Yeah, well, now just because he knew her, they're making it sound as if he was guilty of some crime.
Good morning.
Don't stop.
Oh, that is definitely the wrong thing to say to me. Hello?
From what?
Oh, you're Kathleen McKinnon, aren't you?
Oh, may we?
Well, then they're courtois.
Oh, they're so lovely. I mean, who could they be from? There's no note or...
Well, there's a personal, intimate message that goes along with it.
Oh, you write so well.
Yeah?
What's the occasion?
What? What did you say? A nice Irish Catholic girl like you don't know what saint we celebrate today? The patron saint of love and romance?
Happy Valentine's Day! Oh, I'm sorry, Kath, I forgot.
Well-
I didn't get you anything.
I'm sure you'll figure out some way to make it up to me.
Uh-huh. Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
Cass was just wishing me a happy Valentine's Day. I'd forgotten all about it.
Yeah, me too.
Well, lucky for us, Cass didn't. Look what he brought you. Flowers for me?
Kathleen,
Of course they're for you, aren't they, Cass?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Another world. This part is brought to you by Crisco Oil. For fried foods that taste great, not greasy. And for delicious salads with no heavy oily taste. Crisco Oil.
Nobody ever gave me flowers in my whole entire life. Gosh, these are so great. What can I say? Well, a lady usually gives a simple thank you to show she appreciates the thought.
Thank you, Cass. These are really neat. These are great.
Well, you're very welcome, Dee.
If I were you, I'd put them in some water right away.
Okay. I'll go to my room right now and put them in water.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, they're beautiful.
Good.
Thanks.
See you. Would you mind explaining to me what that was all about?
Oh, come on, Kath. Didn't you see her face? Those flowers made her day. She was in heaven.
Well, she did look pretty happy.
Yes, she was ecstatic. You're not upset, are you?
No. Who gave you your first flowers?
I forget. What about you?
What, who gave me my first flowers?
Who did you give your first flowers to?
Oh, I don't know. Stevie, I guess.
Stevie? This is a girl, Stevie, I guess.
Oh, she was all girls, you know what I mean.
Oh, yes? Who was
Yeah.
this Stevie?
She was my first love.
Tell me about her.
Oh, I don't know if you want to hear about it. It's not a pretty story.
Oh, I can take it.
Okay. Her name was Stephanie de la Fraise.
That sounds foreign.
Oh, she was. She lived all the way over in the next block.
How did you ever get together?
Oh, it was one of those crazy kismet things, you know. I met her trick-or-treating. She coveted my licorice.
Hussy.
Yes. And one thing naturally led to another until 8 months later, at my birthday party. She grabbed me and had her way with me. She kissed me smack on the mouth.
How old were you?
Only 9.
And this foreign babe?
Almost 10.
Cradle robber.
Really. Her family moved away a couple of months later, and I never saw Stevie again.
How pleased.
Not really. She had already thrown me over for Bernie Fielder.
Jilted at 9.
Yeah. And 10. And 11 and 12 and 13.
Oh.
I went through a whole string of bad years.
When was your first good one?
So far, this one is at the top of the list. Hands down. Okay, it's your turn.
For what?
Well, you may not remember your first flowers, but you did have a first love,
Oh,
didn't
well, some things are best left
you? Oh,
unspoken.
come on. Don't play hard to get. I told you about Stevie.
Richie Colombo.
Richie Colombo. How old was Richie Colombo?
17.
Well, how old were you?
7.
Oh, I see. One of those classic older men affairs. February-April romance.
Well, it really never got that far. Actually, it never got anywhere at all. See, he was our paper boy. He would ride by our house every morning, effortlessly pedaling his magnificent 10-speed like some Greek god. Nonchalantly flipped the paper onto the porch.
Oh, boy, you had it bad.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. He didn't even know I was alive.
Unrequited love, huh?
Oh, about as unrequited as you can get. We met only once at the pizza parlor.
Yeah?
Yeah, he came over to my table, and he asked me what those little black things were on my pizza.
Ooh, and you said,
Olives.
wow. And what happened then?
Well, then he went over to the pizza counter, and he ordered a pizza with everything on it except the olives. And then pops took me and MJ home.
And that was it?
Yeah, that was it. But for months after that, I went to bed hearing those words. What are those little black things?
Oh, that silver-tongued devil. Whatever happened to him anyway?
Well, I don't know. He got an academic scholarship to some college in Arizona or somewhere. He never came back. The last I heard, he opened up a chain of Italian restaurants and became a millionaire.
There you have it. Maybe that encounter at the pizza parlor really did have an effect on him, more than you suspected
I
anyway.
like to think it did, yeah.
That's a terrific story, Kathleen.
Thank you. Thank you. Life is funny, though, isn't it?
Oh, it's always managed to give me a good laugh.
I mean, what if, when he had come over and asked me what those little black things were,
Mm-hmm.
what if I had said mushrooms?
Gee, what an interesting thought, Kathleen. But you know what they say about what if, don't you? It'll drive you crazy.
Oh, I know. Olives, mushrooms, what does it all mean?
What indeed?
I won't have it.
Will you just listen to me for a minute?
I've heard all I'm going to hear on the
I
matter.
haven't heard anything.
You will not go to work.
Donna, lots of kids my age have jobs.
Lots of kids are not members of the Love family.
Peter, please, will you say something to her? Tell her what a good idea it is.
I don't think it would hurt.
Oh, no? Well, it might not hurt you because you don't care about the good name of this family. You don't realize how much we're going to suffer if Marley
Try to
goes
be
to work.
reasonable, Donna.
Me try to be reasonable?
Yes, you.
You're the ones who should listen to reason. I am not going to have her standing behind the lingerie counter at Christensen's department store waiting on people who have 1/10 of her social position.
Donna, we can't worry about social position. We need the money. Do you want people to know that? Do you want people to stare at you and realize that you're penniless?
Nobody will stare.
Of course they'll stare. Don't be naive. All right. All right, so they'll stare and they'll point and they'll laugh. What other choice do we have, Donna? We've got to do something.
You still have your trust fund. You can get that by the end of the year.
Donna, the year just started. That'll be months away from now. Besides, I'm not just doing this for me. I want to help the family.
Darling, it's very generous of you. But if our future depends on you bringing home a minimum wage, I'd rather starve.
Where are you going?
To do the dishes, heaven help me.
Donna, wait a minute.
Let her go. Let her go.
Peter, you've got to talk to her.
Let's give her some time,
It really hasn't hit her yet, has it?
No, I think that she still looks on it as a temporary inconvenience. Listen, Marley, I don't want you dwelling on this, all right? You should be out having fun with Ben.
I'm supposed to meet Ben at Smiley's later on.
Good. Listen, I'm about to go to the office. You want a lift?
No. It's a little early yet. Thanks anyway.
Okay. Listen, and don't worry about it, all right? Donna will come around. I'll see to it.
Honey, I'm sorry that Catlin was suspended from the academy.
Well, he'll get something else.
Oh, yeah, I know, but did he ever tell you how he knew that Willa...
Mom, he didn't do anything wrong. This whole thing is just going to blow over.
Well, I'm sure it will.
Once the police finish the investigation, they'll find out he had nothing to do with her.
Sure, fine, but you know something, for his own protection, I think that maybe he should talk to a lawyer. I wish that Mark and Brian weren't still in Washington.
Well, I don't want to make him do anything, talk to anybody if he doesn't want to.
What about you? He can't talk to you?
Well, if he decides he wants to, yes, that'd be fine. But I don't want to do anything behind his back. He's got to trust me. No matter what happens, he's got to be able to trust me.
It's not your fault that Willa came here, Captain.
She came looking for me, Blaine.
She used you before. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Well, it seems to me that she wanted to use you again.
She was just so mixed up.
Well, I don't want you to get mixed up. Now, you have to put this behind you.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do.
How's Sally taking it?
She's standing right beside me.
Are you surprised with that?
I should have been honest with her from the beginning. I should have told her all about Willa. I don't know many women that would be this understanding.
She loves you, stupid.
Yeah, I love her too. I'm really lucky to have her. But she must be so hurt by all this.
Catlin, she knows you didn't do it deliberately. And as far as what happened to Willa, you can't be held responsible for that.
I wish I could believe that.
Well, you can. And now that Larry knows the truth, he's going to clear everything up.
No, I don't think you can.
Yes, he will. And next week, you and Sally will be married, your suspension will be revoked, and this whole thing will be nothing more but a sad memory.
I hope so. I really hope so.
You want me to take over Bravo?
Well, take over might be a little strong, but we do have quite a void on the staff that needs to be filled.
Well, what about Jamie?
What about Jamie?
Well, I assumed that he was in control, the hiring and firing, that sort of thing.
Well, lately, Jamie's responsibility has gotten a little heavy, so Mac put me in charge of the media division.
Well, sounds as if congratulations are in order.
Mm-hmm. Well, originally he planned the position for Sandy, but offered it to me when Sandy took the job at the hospital.
Well, second to the boss's son isn't so bad.
I suppose not.
So does all this mean that Jamie is out of the picture?
No, that just means that his focus will be in other areas. There you are.
Thank you. Well, what about Brava? I take it that you're not satisfied with the magazine as it is.
Well, the circulation is very good, and the news reporting is right on the mark.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you are right. I'm not happy in some other areas. It just hasn't been the same since Cecile left.
I can imagine.
Originally, Brava magazine catered to all women, not just the working women. But somehow we've shifted away from that. And our research departments indicated we have a definite decline in female readership.
And you think I can wound them back?
Mm-hmm. Kathleen, I've done a little homework on you, especially your time in New York. I hope you don't mind.
Depends on what you found out.
Well, Great reviews. Raves, as a matter of fact. They have a Mr. Blanchard at Mercer Publishing that said he'd take you back in a minute and sincerely hopes that things don't work out for you here.
Sweet man.
Ditto from Macklin at St. John and Pierce at Romney.
Oh, you certainly did do some checking.
Well, actually, the list goes on, but I don't want to lose what little bargaining power I have left.
Well. What would Jamie say?
I'm sure that he would be delighted. He obviously believes in you, or he wouldn't have given you the $50,000 to boost Winthrop.
You did do your homework. How did you find that out?
That's not important. Are you interested?
You expect an answer right now?
Of course not. But since you haven't dismissed my little offer entirely, may I assume that you're at least somewhat interested?
Let's say I'm not disinterested. But I must admit that I do like being president of Winthrop Publishing.
Kathleen, Corey has headquarters in 26 foreign countries and offices of some sort in virtually all the others. We don't operate out of living rooms. And as far as Cass is concerned, I'm sure you're lucky there.
Cracks about Cass are off limits.
Yes. Of course, I'm sorry. I meant it purely in a business sense, nothing personal. Kathleen, why don't you do me a favor and come by later on and give me a chance to convince you, please?
Well, I'm not sure how my day's shaping.
I am at your disposal. Just give me a time and let me know.
Okay. You know, Corey may have the power of international companies, but if you're talking excitement and challenges, I've never known anything that compares with working with Cass.
Moses supposes his toes are roses, but Moses supposes erroneously.
You guys think I talk weird. That don't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Why are you saying it?
It's for diction. Just like Singing in the Rain.
What, Singing in the Rain? What's that, a new group?
No, it's a movie. It's a great movie with Gene Kelly, Debbie Reynolds, Donald O'Connor.
What do I have to know about this movie for? It ain't no part of being a debutante.
It isn't any part of being a debutante.
Then why do I have
to know about it? Just take it from the top, please. Come on.
I don't even know what that word means.
What word?
Erroneously.
I'm sorry. Erroneously. It means to be mistaken or incorrect in your thinking.
Like you and Uncle Tony.
What?
Yeah. You're both erroneously about me becoming anything more than what you see right in front of you right now. So why don't you just knock off the whole thing while we're still friends, okay?
Dee, I think you're a little depressed about the party thing. Now, all is not lost. You know, we can still get that letter of recommendation from Donald Love. We just have to work a little harder, that's all. So come on, Moses supposes.
I'll get it.
No, you won't. Sit down. Start in on Moses. Come on. Moses supposes it's erroneously.
Okay.
Hello, Winthrop.
Tony.
Hey, I
Hi,
just
Rocco.
came by for a personal update on the Donald Love party.
Oh, well, of course you did.
I'm sure my niece was the belle of the ball.
Hey.
Hey, and I bet you're breathing a whole lot easier now that you've got that letter of recommendation in your pocket.
Well, not that much easier, actually.
You do have it, though.
This is turning out to be a slow process, Tony.
No, I'm not interested in process, Winthrop. I'm interested in progress. Now, where's my niece, huh? I expect to see a brand new girl.
Could you wait just a second?
What for?
Just a second, okay? Don't go away. Come on. You gotta sneak out around the back to your room, please.
What are you talking about?
And if your Uncle Tony sees you, just go. No questions. Please, go. Okay? Thanks.
Nervous, Winthrop?
Well, no.
You know, that really is a nasty habit. Some say it could kill you. So, where's that niece of mine,
What are you hiding back there? Let me see it.
No peeking. Now close your eyes.
Come on, Blank. Can't we be a little grown up about
Close
this?
your eyes.
Okay.
Okay, you can open.
Oh, no.
That's That's what you say when you get a gift? Oh, no?
Blaine, I feel so bad.
It's a Valentine's gift. You see, there are lots of little chocolates.
I know what it is, honey. You shouldn't have bought this.
Why not? Are you on a diet or something, fatso?
Blaine, I forgot it was Valentine's Day. I'm the one who should be giving you candy.
Well, you can just share it with me.
I feel so guilty.
Guilt is a big waste of energy. That's what you're always telling me. Besides, I understand completely.
You know, honey, it's just that I'm so wrapped up in being here.
No more guilt. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, too. Come over here. Listen, I thought you were supposed to see your brother today.
Oh, I just came from there.
How is he?
Sandy, I feel so sorry for him. I mean, all he wants to do is put his past behind him, and it comes right out and haunts him again.
Yeah, I know it's rotten timing. I mean, a week before his wedding.
I just hope Larry can set things straight.
Listen, speaking of setting things straight, I have an idea.
What?
Well, since I forgot it was Valentine's Day and forgot to get you a gift, how about I, make it up to you?
What do you have in mind?
Oh, a romantic, candlelit dinner at Tall Boys. Just me and my funny Valentine.
I'd love it.
Tell you what else.
What?
If, if you come home with me, I'll give you some of my candy.
Well, maybe I can do that, since I happen to live in the same house.
Man, that's convenient.
Yeah. But I tell you what,
What?
let's forget about the chocolate. I have something much more interesting in mind.
Well, let's see. I've got all the flowers for the house and the church. Why don't you come over and we'll check this list together?
Not right now, okay?
You can't wait too much longer. We're running out of time.
Great choice of words.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean that. Try not to worry.
Don't you see what's happening?
I had a whole lifetime before I met you, and now it's coming back. It's coming back, and it's going to ruin everything we have.
Honey, what happened with Willa is not going to hurt us.
Well, I wish I could believe that.
I love you. And no matter what the papers say or what the police do, I'm not going to walk out on you. You know that.
You don't even know me. Not the guy Willa knew.
The guy Willa knew doesn't even exist anymore.
Sure he does. If she hadn't come back looking for him, maybe she wouldn't have been killed.
Now, what happened to Willa is not your fault. You can't blame yourself.
If only I'd known. If I had known, maybe I could have helped her.
It's too late for that now, but maybe you can help yourself. Why don't you tell me about her?
That wouldn't do any good.
Catelyn, I love you, and I want to be able to share everything with you, not just the good things.
I met her a long time ago in Wyoming. I always felt kind of sorry for her.
Why?
Because she was so alone.
Didn't she have any family?
Not anymore. She didn't have many friends either. At one point, she got mixed up with drugs. She got busted. And she tried to convince the cops that I gave her the stuff.
Did they arrest you?
No, I got out of it okay.
And you still hung out with her after that?
Yeah. I never could stay mad at her. There's something about her that I don't know, I just always wanted to protect her. Well, that's all there is to tell about it.
Thank you
For what?
for talking to me, for trusting me.
after that.
I do. You're going to be reinstated into the academy, for one thing.
Larry thinks I need a lawyer.
Well, yeah, so's my mom.
Why? What did I do? Except talk to someone that I knew a long time ago. Big deal. That's all it was, I swear.
I know that, and I believe you. But it would be better to play it safe. Maybe we should talk to a lawyer.
Okay. I want to see Donna Love's recommendation now. Now.
Actually, we didn't get it.
You didn't.
Now, that's not to say that we won't get it, but we just ran into a few snags.
You know, whatever snags you run into don't compare to what I have in mind. Now, Dee's not here again, is she? And you never went to the love party, did you? And you haven't taught her a thing, have you? No, this is just one more way for you to try to weasel your way out of your depths.
Oh, no.
No, you have made a fool of me one too many times, Winthrop. No more games.
She's here, I swear it.
Call her.
Well, in all honesty, Tony, she's not coming along as quickly as I'd hoped.
I said, call her.
I just need a little more time, please.
No. There's no Dee, no more time, and no more Mr. Nice Guy, Tony. Rocco.
Oh, no, Rocco, wait a minute. I'm so close, Tony.
No,
Honestly,
you're not
please.
close, Winthrop. You're there. It's all over. You're finished.
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World.
On Santa Barbara, it's hunter versus hunted in a desperate race for life. But will an accident end it for them both in an explosive Santa Barbara this week?
Dee, you look absolutely lovely. I can't believe this charming young lady I see before me. Oh, I wish your grandmother could see you.
I told you.
Yes, well, I guess I was wrong, Winthrop. I owe you an apology.
Oh, well, you just have to learn to trust people, Tony, that's all.
Mm-hmm. Well, keep up the good work.
Yeah. Dee and I are real close now.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, we're real close to the ball, to her coming out.
Ah, well, I can hardly wait to see the recommendation.
Well, no problem. I'm just 1 or 2 days away from it, that's all.
You let me know.
Oh, I don't want you worrying, Tony. You know, it's just, everything's under control.
Oh, honey, I can't get over you. You look wonderful. I bet you feel different, too.
Different.
I knew this would work out.
Well, if you'll excuse us, Tony, we still have to put on the finishing touches here.
Oh, sure. Listen, I'll call you later, okay?
Fine.
Fantastic.
Tony, Dee did all the work, so Dee deserves all the credit.
I love you, honey.
You too.
Come on, Rocco, let's go.
Thank you.
Do I really look okay?
Okay. Okay is not the word. You heard your uncle. You look absolutely fantastic. Right now, you're the most beautiful young woman I've ever seen before in my entire life. Here. Perfect.
It's open. Hello.
Hi.
Come in.
I thought Ben was up here.
Sorry, just me. Are you all right?
Sure. Why wouldn't I be?
I just thought after yesterday, maybe you
No.
and...
I'm fine now. Thank you.
Can you give me that shirt?
Sure.
Thanks. So, Ben's supposed to be here.
He said to meet him at Smiley's.
I haven't seen him. But I'm glad you're here, Molly. I was hoping I could take you up on that invitation.
Invitation?
Tour of the estate.
Oh, yes.
I'm not doing anything. How about now?
Oh, well, I don't think that today is such a good day. I mean, I'm supposed to go do something with Ben.
Ben can go with us.
Where?
Here you are.
So I'm late. Where are we going?
On a VIP tour of the Love Estate. Surely, Ben, you wouldn't deny your cousin a chance to see how the other half lives.
But you saw the place the other night.
Not all of it. Maisie tells me it's bigger than a park. It's got pools and stables and everything. You know me. Curious type.
Well, I don't know.
Hey, that's all right. If you guys got hot plans, I understand. I just thought it would be fun.
No, we don't have any hot plans. It's up to you, Molly.
It's fine with me.
Great. When can we go?
Anytime, I guess.
How about now?
Sure. Is that okay with you, Ben?
Whatever.
Terrific. I'll just skip the camera. Got to show the folks at home, you know. After you.
Catlin needs legal advice. And I didn't know who to go to, especially with Mark and Brian out of town.
Yes, I understand. I could at least talk to him.
He's at the cabin right now.
Say, why don't we drive up there together?
Peter, I haven't told Catlin yet that I was going to come and talk to you. I'd rather discuss it with him first.
I'll talk to him while I'm there. If he's not interested, he can always kick me out.
Well, I'm sure he's not going to do that.
This is Sally. Has Larry called Catlin and set up a time for a formal interrogation?
No, not that I know of.
Good, because I want to talk to him first. You know, I've read all there is in the papers, but is there anything else that I should know?
Yeah, but I'll let Catlin tell you everything.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Peter, I want you to know how grateful I am.
Sally, you don't have to thank me. I care for you and Catlin.
Means a lot to me, though.
Listen, I told you a long time ago that you can count on me. We're friends. Hey, we are going to get Catlin out of this jam, so I don't want to see you looking so sad.
Well, I'm feeling better already.
Okay. Shall we?
I heard when Sandy Corey ran KBAY, he got rid of 50 people.
Yeah, well, he also boosted the ratings for the first time in years. Listen, if he can chase this place up, I'm all for it.
There are lots of nervous people around here, Alice.
Yeah, well, tell them they don't have to be. They don't have to panic. He only wants us to look for possible cuts, you know? Besides, maybe this hospital would be able to help more people if it could just raise more money.
I don't see how if programs are cut.
Joyce, money brings in research and vice versa. Now, maybe someday this hospital will pioneer a cure for some disease that'll help millions of people.
I guess you're right. Well, whatever happens, it looks as if Miss Love is going to have a big say in things.
Sandy.
Yes.
I hope I didn't scare Blaine off.
No. She was going over to talk to Larry.
I like her so much. I think maybe I'll call her later and ask her if she wants to have lunch in the club next week.
Well, I think that'd be very nice.
Now, I don't want you to think I'm checking up on you, but I came over here to wish you good luck for your first official day as an administrator.
Well, thank you, Donna.
Not that you need good luck.
I need whatever I can get.
So, how do you like your office?
It's fine.
And your staff? Are they measuring up?
So far, so good.
Well, I'm very pleased with how smoothly everything is going.
Listen, Donna, I hope I didn't come on too strongly yesterday. I just thought it was important for everyone to realize that I'm nobody's puppet.
Sandy, you don't ever come on too strong. You just were letting me know that you're your own man. Now, would it be interfering if I bought you a cup of coffee?
Yes.
Oh.
So, I'll buy. We can give him 5 more minutes, can't we?
He just said he'd be here all afternoon, so hi, honey. Here you are.
Hi. Hello, Catlin.
How are you?
Out walking. Peter, what brings you up here?
I wanted to talk to you about this first, but...
Talk to me about what?
Sally, why don't you let Catlin and I have a few minutes alone, please?
Okay.
What for?
Well, Peter will tell you. I'm going to run down in the car and fix it now.
What's going on?
It's about your case, Catlin, Willa Grover and all this mess.
Yeah?
Well, there are a lot of loose ends that still need to be tied up, and I think the police are going to want to talk to you again.
So?
Under the circumstances, I think you'd be better off being represented.
You mean you want to be my lawyer?
I don't think you'll actually need a lawyer, but there's no harm in having somebody in your corner, is there?
I can speak for myself.
I know you can, Kaplan. I just thought that maybe you would like some help. If you don't, or if you think I'm getting in the way, well, you can just tell me to get lost. However, I do believe that Sally would feel better knowing that you have somebody backing you up. Okay. Good. Like I said, I don't think you'll need anybody at all, but you can never really tell with these things.
Is everything okay?
Everything's fine. We've decided that I will represent Kaplan in case any legal hassles come out of this thing.
I'm so glad, honey.
Look, instead of letting the police come to you, why don't we take the initiative and go down there and have a talk with Larry right now?
You think that would help?
Yes, I do. The sooner you're cleared, the sooner you'll be reinstated, and then the two of you can go on with your plans.
That sounds real good.
What do you say, Kaplan?
When do you want to go?
Well, if you're not doing anything, what about right now?
Sure.
Great. You can fill me in on everything about Willa on the way down.
Peter, how long do you think this meeting with Larry will take?
Well, not very long, no more than an hour tops.
All right. I'll be here waiting for you, okay?
All right, see you later.
Okay. Thank you, Peter.
It's the least I can do.
What are you doing?
Hello, Miss Love. I'm Jake McKinnon. We met at your party.
Oh, yes.
I had a great time.
Well, I'm glad. What are you doing?
Marley invited me here.
Where is she?
She and Ben said something about going to the kitchen. I think they got bored watching me indulge my hobby.
Oh, are you a photographer?
Strictly amateur. I'm not that good yet, but I'm prolific. I've gone through 4 rolls of film already.
You've been taking pictures of my home?
Oh, and the grounds, they're magnificent. This is quite a place. You should be very proud.
Yes, I am. I'm also very private. You'll forgive me for being rude, Mr. McKinnon.
Jake.
Jake. Well, I don't like having photos of my home taken by strangers. I consider it an invasion of my privacy.
You're absolutely right, it is. I didn't look at it that way. I'm really very sorry, Miss Love.
Didn't the maid tell you that I forbade cameras on the property?
I didn't see a maid.
Oh. Well, I'll have to speak to her about that.
I'm really starting to feel very bad about this. I don't want to get anyone into trouble, and I surely don't want you to think that I would invade a woman's privacy. So why don't I just give you my negatives and we start fresh?
That won't be necessary.
Tea time.
Why are you carrying that tray?
I don't mind.
Well, I do.
I'm going to speak to Roberts about that.
That is one upfront lady.
So you gave her $20, huh?
That's right. That's all I had.
There was no money on her when she was found.
Well, maybe she bought food or something.
Or drugs.
Well, that's hardly enough to make a big drug buy, Larry.
It could have helped.
Oh, was she a big user, Kaplan?
I don't think so.
I don't know. What do you know? Why don't you share some of this knowledge with us, Catlin? So far, all I've got on my hands is a dead girl. She's new in town. She's got no family, no friends. The only one that knows her is my brother. You give her $20, you go off to a fancy party, Willa goes home and dies.
An overdose?
No. What?
I saw her. I've seen people go down on drugs. The eyes, the skin, all that stuff. Willa didn't look like that.
What'd she look like?
She was frightened. She wanted money to get out of here, to get out of Bay City.
You know what? If you're going to do an investigation, I'd forget about the overdose. I don't think it was an OD at all. I think somebody wanted Willa out of the way.
Stay tuned for the conclusion of Another World.
I am so proud of her. She knew exactly what she had to do. She walked in looking like a princess.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I didn't miss it.
Did I tell you or did I tell you?
See, you look absolutely stunning.
Huh?
Thanks.
A princess, Cass.
So, we agreed?
Well, go for it.
Good.
Wait a minute. Go for what? What are you doing?
We're going to pay a little visit on the Grande Dame herself, Donna Love.
Wait. Wait. I'm not ready.
Well, of course you are. You never would have been able to pull that stunt off earlier if you weren't ready.
be too nervous.
Honey, there's nothing to be nervous about. Donald Love is going to meet the loveliest young lady to come into Bay City society in this or any other year.
Hi. How did it go with Larry?
Oh, we're still investigating.
Well, let them. They're not going to find anything anyway. Even Peter agrees it's just a matter of time before you're reinstated in the academy.
Yeah, I hope he's right.
He is, honey. I love you so much.
Oh, I love you.
And the only thing we have to think about now is our wedding next week. Spending the rest of our lives together. You said that nothing would interfere with that. You promised, remember?
I meant it.
Good. Let's just concentrate on each other. Leave this whole mess in Peter's hands.
Walter Clinton.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Peter Love. I'm a friend of Royce Burroughs. He gave me your name, told me if I needed any information from out your way, you remanded a call.
Well, Royce wasn't lying. I do have my finger on the pulse here in Wyoming. What do you need?
I'm looking for some information on a Willa Grover. It's a case I'm working on. She lived in Cheyenne.
I see. What sort of information do you want?
Prior offenses, family ties, any sort of trouble that she could have been in. I'm particularly interested in any connection with her and a man named Catlin Ewing.
Willa Grover and Catlin Ewing.
That's right. I want anything at all that might connect this woman with Catlin Ewing.
Well, who are you investigating, the girl or Ewing?
Just get the information, Mr. Clinton. That's what I'm hiring you for.
Well, I guess your credit's good if you're a friend of Royce's.
Thank you. You'll be well taken care of. I'll talk to you later, Mr. Clinton. Goodbye.
This part of Another World was brought to you by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that does more than just cut grease. Dawn takes grease out of your way. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.